One thing I think the Bible should teach whoever reads it, not even just the Bible, but whatever religious book that you subscribe to, should teach you is you never know how your life is set up to win. You can't tell how it's connected. You cannot see how the seasons of your life are connected, what they're doing for you when you're going through it. But once you get through it, when you get to the end and you look back over your life, you can see. Joseph didn't start out the king. God gave him the vision and then took him through hell to get there. You never know what the vision, you never know how your life is supposed to go to turn you into who you need to be able to obtain the vision that God has given to you, that your higher self has given to you, that the highest version of yourself has given to you. You don't know what you gotta go through to get there. And if you knew, you probably wouldn't want it. A lot of people go through the struggle and they give up too early, thinking that what they're going through, because you're only going through it, what they're going through is dictating how their life will end, and that's not the truth. That's not true. A lot of people give up before God can give to them what it is that they have seen for their life because of what they go through to get it. You gave up too early, keep going. You put your head down too early, keep going, keep pushing. Just because it looks bad right now doesn't mean it is bad. This season of your life is teaching you something. Look for the lesson in what it is that you're going through. Look for what it is that you're supposed to be learning while you're going through it. I'm somebody, at this point in my life, I can see how the season of my life, what lesson it is that I'm supposed to be learning, but I've always been someone who looks for the lesson. Even when it's hard. Even when I'm complaining and I'm crying and I'm going the fuck through it, okay? I still am able to see, oh, okay, this season of my life is teaching me leadership. Not only how to lead myself, but how to lead others. Oh, this season of my life is teaching me how to communicate. I'm not very good at communicating. I'm not very good at I used to be someone who was super empathetic, and then I became someone who was too bluntly honest, in a rude way. And so I had to go through a season of balancing my tongue. There was a season of my life that I had to learn patience, true patience. And honestly, I think that's in every season that I've been through, that I'm still learning patience. I had to learn true compassion for others. I had to learn how to, even when I catch myself judging, how to catch myself judging and change the narrative that I'm telling myself about somebody else's situation, because you never know. You never know what somebody else is going through by how it is that they are portraying themselves in that moment of their life. Now, there's a difference between character, personality, and somebody going through something that just has them out of whack. And you have to be able to use your discernment to know the difference. But you have to go through the training. A lot of people don't understand that when it comes to life. You have to go through the training. Life is going to put you through the necessary training. You have to go through the training. You have to learn how to tell when somebody is lying to you. You have to learn how to tell when somebody is envious or jealous of you. You also have to learn when people are genuine, because that is also a skill. If you're always focused on somebody being envious or jealous of you, you're always going to be looking for those traits, when that's not always the case. Sometimes people are just, they may be jealous, but it's not in a negative way. They may be inspired by you, but because sometimes it looks one and the same, you're automatically going to assume that person means you harm, and that's not always true. Looking for the good is also a skill. Perceiving positively is also a skill that you have to train yourself for. Thinking positively is also a skill that you have to train yourself for. Not a lot of people have that skill. Not a lot of people have that skill, and not a lot of people are willing to admit that they don't have that skill. And so you have to know you have to open your mind enough to know how to look for the lesson that this season of your life is teaching you. How to be alone, how to think for yourself. Even when everybody else, because not everybody is going to see the vision. Not everyone is going to see where God is taking you or the vision that God has shown you. So you have to know how to think for yourself, how to guard your vision, how to guard the dream, your dream life, how to guard what it is that you have going on in your life. You have to learn how to be quiet. You have to learn, like, these are skills, and they're skills that life will teach you. If you always get into a situation where somebody telling your business, but you keep telling your business, you ain't learned your lesson. If you're in a season of your life where you have people around you who keep sabotaging you, but you keep giving them the information to sabotage you, you haven't learned your lesson. If you keep getting in a season, if you keep getting into situations where you're surrounded by people who are deceiving you or betraying you, and you still continue to surround you see those characteristics in other people that you go to hang with, and instead of you separating yourself, you continue to hang with them, and it happens again, you have not learned your lesson. Life is trying to teach you. God is trying to teach you. Universe is trying to teach you. Your higher self is trying to teach you the necessary lessons that you have to go through in order to be who it is that you have been called to be, or be who it is that you have been born to be, because it's not even a call to be, because you were put here for that purpose. And everybody's purpose doesn't have to be huge. You just being able to be your authentic self, to be the person you came here to be, is the purpose. Washing yourself of all of the cultural, social, and environmental pressures or standards, or I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of. Being able to wash that off yourself and be who it is that you have came here to be, stand in your power, stand in yourself, is your purpose. It doesn't have to be you traveling the world, even though you can travel the world. I advise everyone to do it. Let me not say that. But your purpose isn't going to look like the next person's purpose. Everybody is not meant to be a king. Everybody is not meant to be the queen. But your purpose is still just as big. You don't know whose life you're going to impact by being yourself. So you need to be yourself. That's the purpose of your life, to learn how to be yourself. And once you learn how to be yourself, everything, and be the self that you are supposed to be, not who they told you to be, but who you're supposed to be, you will come into everything that life has to offer you. Because life wants to give you all the blessings and all the good things. But if you are constantly living, if you're not living as yourself, you can't receive the things that yourself is supposed to receive. If you're not yourself, you're not going to get what it is that you're supposed to get. Because the universe can't bring it to you. You're in resistance to what it is that God is bringing you. You have to know when to let certain habits go, let certain people go, let certain places go, let certain things go, let certain sabotage go. You sabotage yourself on a daily basis, and you're not picking it up. Gluttony, greed, gossiping, all of those things take time and energy and effort away from you being who it is that you have been called to be. Point blank, period. And the more you understand that, the more you get that downloaded into your body, into your brain, the more you can live as yourself. The more blessings God will bring you, the more people God will bring, the more good experiences, great experiences God will bring you. But first you got to be yourself.